Marico is set to post its Q3FY21 numbers, and let's have a quick look at what we're expecting in terms of the numbers coming in from Marico. A decent set of numbers again for Marico. So let's look at the revenue. The revenue is expected to be at 2020 crores, so that's 2020, and that's an 11% growth. Let's see how that actually pans out for Marico. In terms of profits of the company, we are expecting the profits to be at jump up by 9% and come in at 302 crores. Margins of the company, the EBITDA margins, or the operating margins of the company, is what we say is expected at 20.8% versus 20.5%. A 30 basis point expansion in terms of margins is what we're expecting. Volume growth, a very important number coming in for the FMCG space. 11% volume growth is what we're expecting for the domestic business, and obviously we do have a rough idea of what to expect from Marico's numbers because they do come out with a Q3 update, so an in detailed update of saying how the performance has been. So surely we do know that volume growth is going to be double digits, so we're expecting around 11% volume growth for the domestic business. Now Parachute is likely to clock a volume growth of around 10% on a year-on-year basis, while Saffola obviously has seen continue to do well with in-home consumption being the trend, people cooking at home much more than before. So we're expecting a 12% volume growth in terms of Saffola. And personal and premium care, which comes more on the discretionary side, that is expected to witness improving trends on a sequential basis. So surely we are seeing some signs of recovery coming in over there as well in the discretionary side as consumers have started moving out. So surely some positive signs coming for discretionary spends as well. Now let's shift focus to the margins of the company. Gross margins, firstly we talk about that. Higher copra prices, we have seen an inflation in other key raw materials. Most raw materials like key edible oil prices have also gone up. So that is likely to impact the gross margins, and we are expecting a contraction in the gross margins for the company. But let's shift focus to the EBITDA margins, which is the operating performance of the company. Now the lower ad spends which the company has been, cuts which the company has taken, cost saving measures which the company has taken, initiatives which are taken by the company, that is likely to arrest the significant reduction that we could have seen in the EBITDA margins. So that is surely supporting the EBITDA margins, and that is why we're expecting a 30 basis point expansion in EBITDA margins, mainly aided by the cost measures that the company has taken as well as the lower ad spends which the company has taken as well. So obviously all in all, margins are expected to see a 30 basis point expansion. International business, Bangladesh is continued to expected to do well, while overall it's expected to be a resilient quarter on the international business front for the company. Now what came in as a management commentary for Marico in its Q3 operational update, the management said they're very optimistic of the outlook for the rest of the period as well, provided obviously there's no serious things coming in on the COVID front and economic situation continue to improve. They're very optimistic for the outlook, as well as the management also highlighted one point is the rural India has continued to perform better than urban India in Q3 FY21 as well. So one of the factors that we'll watch out for from Marico would be obviously the volume growth trends across its key categories, outlook for the raw material, as well as any further margin impact that we could expect in Q4 going forward as well. Any price hikes that they will be looking at, what is their strategy in terms of the raw material price inflation that we are seeing, how are they going to be handling that, impact on margins or price hikes, what will they be looking to take, as well as any guidance coming in on the international segment. So these are the key factors that we'll be watching out for from Marico.